Alright, grade 12. We are going to do a most difficult one now, and that is removing duplicates. Okay, what we're given us is a text file, there it is, with names of athletes currently, and then the read and display button, we're going to read from the text file into an array, and we call it array with duplicates. Now, we want to display that array into the rich edit, so let's call a display button. I'm going to write a display method that is going to have parameters of the name of the rich edit, so I'm going to call it red show, and well, actually let's go and write our display method first. Okay, and I want 3 parameters in here. In this case, I want to have the rich edit that I'm going to use already output, in this case, the array name, which is going to be ARR with dup, whole array name, ARR with dup, and then the other third parameter is going to be count, the number of boxes that are we going to display. So I want my procedure called display. This is modular programming, you must get used to it, know about. I'm going to have 3 parameters in there, but if I'm going to take whole arrays with it, I've got to have an array data type. So array with dup must belong to its own data type, and there it is. It does, doesn't it? So now I can safely write my procedure display, procedure display, and now I'm going to make up some names over here. I'm going to call it red show colon rich edit, okay, comma, ARR to show colon, and that's going to be of type, oh, it must be semicolon here, remember, semicolon for our parameters in our procedure headers. So the procedure that I want to display is going to have TARR names as the array type. It's going in there, semicolon, and inum will be just our integer that we're going to use in our procedure display. As you can see, I've set 3 parameters now for my procedure display. I made up those parameter names, but the data types I used were there, Control-Shift-C. Now we're going to go and we use this array and inum, and we're going to use a for loop counter, VARK. Yeah, I still have to go and declare some local variables here in this procedure, this user defined procedure. Don't mix it up with the parameter lists that are the variables that are coming in there, but we can have extras over here like our VAR here, see. Now I'm going to say for k equals 1 to inum, which is that number of boxes, num do, and then I'm going to use red show, okay, the parameter dot lines dot add, and ARR to show to show box number k. So there's a very simple box number k. We've got to use box number k here. Remember, the for loop is going from 1 to inum, so we're using the parameters that are coming in here over here in this for loop. That's our display method. And when we called it, when we use display here in this button, click the read and display button there, when I use it there, it's using the rich edit there, already output, which is this one. This is where I want to display. You see there's 2 rich edits, already output and already duplicates, and then array with dup, and then count. So we read from the text file into an array with dup. Let's run the program and see what happens. Before we remove the duplicates, read and display names. There they all are. Now there seems to be a space there which I'm not that 100% happy about. Let's go and see why that is. Oh, that could be because of the rich edit has got an extra line added here in the top. So I'm just going to go and, because I'm fussy. Okay, so let's go and make sure. Wait, Right, that is done. Okay, let's go and run it again and make sure that we are doing this correctly. Read and display names. See, it still has an empty line there. Not happy. R count equals 1. Oh, R count equals 0, for heaven's sake. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I feel better. I'm not, we don't actually have to do this, but we do that. We'll do it, okay? We don't, we're going to take that on because we don't want a maximum of 100. We don't want to go over max. So if there's over 100 names read from the text file. Now this close file T file actually belongs with over there TF numbers, and then we can display. Now TF numbers is declared locally over here, and we're only reading from it, so I can use another text file variable later on. You don't have to close the text file if you are just reading from it. Now we're going to remove our duplicates. Now is the tricky part, but as well as moving duplicates from here, we have to go and put in the ones that are offending. The ones that are the duplicates must go into this rich edit here. So I'm going to make, yeah, we'll see. Let's go and make our array of no dup. Yeah. So our array of no dup, this is the array already duplicates. Remove duplicates and display. I'm going to make an array no dup. I'm just going to put it over here, ARR no dup. And I can do that, VAR. I can put it here locally. I'm only going to use it locally. If I want to go and print or display it, I can just go send it off to my display method over here. See? So ARR no dup is TAR names, TAR names, and we need another thing. We need R count no dup integer. Okay, and then we can do with a K, and we can also do with a B dup. Duplicate boolean data type, and we can, that's about it. Oh, and what about a check thingy, or rnum? Let's put it, no, rcheck, sorry, rcheck. Right, so in this begin and end, we're going to go and do our, so I have explained the removing duplicates algorithm to you, so you can go and look that up on in one of the videos earlier to this one. And we're going to just basically do this now. R count no dup equals to 0. Right, why? Because we, in this whole algorithm, we are actually going to count, I have a whole new counter for an array called ARR no dup, and we have to go from through the array with dup for K equals 1 2, but we're going to treat it like a sorting thing almost, but not quite. So what is the number of boxes for the array with dup? It's R count. There we go. We've got to make sure we have the right variable name. R count minus 1. Do remember we're going through the array with duplicates. We're going to go from 1 to the second last one, and that very last one is going to be added at the end. Right over here. This is where we add the last one to ARR no dup. Last one of ARR with dup to ARR last box. Because we're only going from for K equals 1 to R count minus 1. Why? And that's quite interesting. Hey, now I did explain that before. But never mind. So I'm going to say R check will be equal to K plus 1. So R check is going to be, if you're starting at 1, R check is going to be the second one. We set our B dup equal to false. When we find a match, we're not going to do anything. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Anyway, let's go and do this while. If we find a true, we do nothing. It's only after we've looked and we still can't find a duplicate, then we're going to add it to our new dup. And in this while loop, we're going to go through the array with dup until we get to the end, or until we find a match, b dup equals false. So that is what that while loop conditions are actually saying. So we're going to take the first box of ARR with dup box number k. If that is equal to ARR with dup box number I check, the second one in other words, well then we can say b dup equals true. And if it's not, well, we'll just go to the next one. Increment I check. Okay, now after all of this loop is happening, we've taken the first box of our array and gone through all the rest, and if we still don't find a dup, we'll have this. If b dup equals true, still don't find a duplicate, if b dup is still false after all of this, then we can go and add this to our new array. Increment I count no dup, okay, and then we'll say ARR no dup, square brackets I count no dup equals ARR with dup, square brackets k. Okay, now that'll be the end of everything here. This is the end of our for loop. But over here we have to add our very last one. Increment our count no dup, and add the very last one to our ARR no dup, square bracket our count no dup. Going to make that equal to the ARR with dup, that very last one. Because remember, this thing didn't, our count went to 1. Now we're going to display, we call our procedure display, and we're going to call the procedure, I'm going to actually display it all the way back inside this this rich edit here. So I'm going to call, sorry, no, I shouldn't have pressed that enter. Display red output ARR no dup, our count no dup. So we're displaying that array with no dup. But in the question, so that's our standard removing duplicates algorithm done right there. But the thing says, the question says, the names that have appeared more than once must go into another rich edit. Okay, so we'll put the names that are more than once here. In other words, duplicate names will go put there. So that's quite interesting. So when we say array equals, well, we'll say b dup equals true, but we'll also go and put it in the rich edit. So that's quite easy. When we find a match, we find duplicates. In other words, we say red, what's the name of the rich edit? Red duplicates dot lines dot add ARR with dup. Which one are we going to use? We're going to use k or I check. Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Remember, our check is going to be that k plus 1. I think that we will use our check. We'll use our check because that's the duplicate that I found of the k. Sort of makes logical sense, eh? If one is Joe and then the second one is also Joe, then Joe is our duplicate in the second one. So that is it, guys. I'm going to save this and we're going to run it and see if it works. Right. Read names and display, remove duplicates. Right, fizzy. I have got duplicates here. And the only way I'm going to know if I have duplicates... Oh wait, you know what I've done? Did I clear the rich edit? Second time? You see, these are the duplicates, and it's very possible that those are correct. I might have not cleared my rich edit. Let's have a look here. Display. In our display, where we display... Oh, I never cleared the rich edit. Already show dot clear. That would be a good idea, hey? Remember, it's already show that's coming in here. My display procedure. Right, renames, remove duplicates. Well, that looks a little bit more promising, doesn't it? Now, if this was in alphabetical order, maybe we should actually do that. Let's go and sort our array while we're about it, so we can actually see that there aren't any duplicates. Go and sort before we display. Yeah. So, what do we do for sorting? We know, don't we? A and L, and we need is temp string. If there are any names, you don't have to worry too much. For K equals 1, 2, I num minus 1. Remember, we're using these parameters that come in here. Whatever L equals whatever array is being sorted, it's coming in here as these parameters. L equals K plus 1, 2, I num do. Then we do begin and end. If ARR to show square brackets K greater than ARR to show, if you want it in alphabetical order, square brackets L. If you want to reverse alphabetical order, you'd have a less than sign there. Then we're going to do our swap. It's temp equals ARR to show square brackets L, ARR to show square brackets L equals ARR to show square brackets K, and then ARR to show square brackets K equals S temp. And that's it. Okay, so let's go and run it and see. We'll have it all in alphabetical order and we'll be able to see our duplicates. There we go. Can we see them? There they are. Remove duplicates and display. And I don't see any duplicates, so that worked. M ponder and Z ponder are not duplicates. Okay, perfect. So you go and try that by yourself without looking at anything, and then you'll be fine.